Hey, what's up guys? Bajheera here. So for this video, I'd actually like to share with you a game called Awesomenauts. So this is a game that I picked up for 99 cents today, thanks to the summer Steam sale. So it wasn't exactly a ton of money, but it has ended up being a ton of fun today. So we just got back from MLG today. I'm really excited to hang out with you guys on the stream again, but today it was kind of like, we're both pretty tired. Just gonna chill, just gonna, you know, go pick up a couple games from the Steam sale, check them out, and then I figured, of course, I'd make a video about it for you guys since I, you know, if I'm gonna be playing some video games, might as well share the experience with you. But anyway, this is a game called Awesomenauts, and the way I would describe it to you guys, it's like like a lot of Flash games I used to play on like Congregate and stuff, where you have a character and you move with WASD and you click to shoot off attacks or whatever. And it reminds me a lot of that, but it's more than just sort of like a brawler arena where it's a deathmatch sort of thing. It actually incorporates elements of like a MOBA, right? So like, and by MOBA I mean games like League of Legends and Dota, things like that. So you've got the map, you can see it on the bottom right hand corner, and you've got towers and you've got like little mobs that spawn consistently throughout the game, and your goal is to eventually destroy the towers and eventually destroy the players, like the enemy team's like main base. But of course there's other enemy players that you have to contend with along the way. And I'm showing you guys some gameplay of probably my favorite character that I've found so far. And I've only been playing it for a very short period of time, so I haven't unlocked all the characters or anything. But from the time that I have played, I found this character named Gnaw. I unlocked him, and he looks kind of like a Zergling, but he's like a combination of like a Zergling and like Venomancer from Dota. So he has his basic attacks deal like damage, but they also put like a little dot on people, and you can see like their health bar. The part that's white on their health bar is the amount that my dot is ticking for. So I basically just ran that guy down, dotted him up, and he managed to escape, but my dots killed him. And they also have this little ability that you're seeing. He like pukes out these two little, you know, poisonous orbs, and those deal damage on contact, but they also, I believe, deal damage if you step on them. So he's kind of got two little dot-based attacks, but he's also got a really neat ability where he spits out these little plant guys, and I'll show those to you a little bit later on. And what you just saw me do was go farm like what might be called like the jungle or the neutral spawns. And the neutral spawns, they die in like 1 or 2 hits, and they give you, you know, a little bit of resources. I believe the resource is called like Solari or something, and you can see those in the bottom right hand corner as well. And they also give you some health, so if you're running low on health, you can go kill the little neutral mobs wherever they are on the map. And this is not the only map, this is just one of the maps, but you can go kill the neutral mobs, get a little bit of health. But one of the things you'll see me do this game, once I head back to the shop and buy my second ability, you have to buy your abilities. And what you saw me doing in the beginning of the game was sort of customizing my character to figure, basically, instead of buying items in this game, you basically just upgrade your abilities. And I was deciding which upgrades I'd like to be able to purchase throughout the game. So you have your selection of 3 different kinds, and then you can get all 3 of those during the game. But we're gonna head back to the shop right now, it looks like, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So right now I'm unlocking my little plant spawn ability, so I can buy little plants that will stay alive until, you know, until I either have too many and they get replaced, or they get killed by other players. And I have a talent set so that they get stronger over time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine my little plants with the jungle camps, and I'll show that to you in a little bit. But that's gonna make it so that I'm gonna have my plants in the jungle camps, and my plants can easily kill the jungle mobs on their own. But just because I'm not there when they get killed doesn't mean that I don't get the health. So I still get the currency, and I still get the health orbs from the plants, even if I'm nowhere near them. So basically I just have 2 plants sitting in, or I have 1 plant sitting in both of the jungle camps. And they just farm the mobs. They farm those little mobs for me, and they, you know, send me health wherever I am on the map. So I can be, you know, scrapping. I can be really aggressive, and every once in a while I'll just get healed up. So that's one of the things that if you guys play this character, or you decide to play Awesomenauts, and you have a character that can sort of proxy like this, definitely, I mean, your guys are probably gonna get killed at some point. So you gotta make sure you check the spawns regularly and make sure you have your little proxy guys up there. But if you can proxy, definitely throw some of your dudes in the jungle camps, because they'll just give you health, you know, wherever you are in the map. So I try to use my plants as like, you know, little tactical positioning, like right here, trying to help my creeps push the enemy tower. But I definitely want to have a few of them invested in the jungle camps, because you see, like right now, I'm taking some heat. I might have to run away, but I'm actually getting fully healed because I keep getting these little health orbs sent to me from the jungle camp. So I'm able to just sit right here and siege the front of the base. I get to kill all the mobs that are coming from the like their side of the map, as well as harassing the enemy players. I'm only playing against bots right here because I'm just learning the game, so nothing too crazy. But the bots are pretty good. I mean, it's not like they just like run right over to you and die. I mean, they'll do some damage to you. You see, like they're beating me up pretty good. Oh yeah, about one cool thing about this map is that you can press that button and it'll open up, and you can kill players that way, which is kind of cool. You can kill your teammates that way, of course, as well. So you got to be kind of careful. But yeah, this game's pretty neat, and I do like this character a lot. I like the fact that he's like really fast, and he has really fast attacks, and his attacks always seem to put dots on people, which is good because a lot of times in a game like this, like, people are dipping and dodging all over the place, and the projectiles don't move especially fast, so it's kind of hard to hit somebody. But if you can hit them once and have your damage to be pretty continuous on them, that's really nice. Plus, his plants, Nas plants, are like they shoot little homing attacks, so if they shoot at somebody and they're close by, it'll home in on them. So that's one more thing that you don't have to worry about targeting. But you can see, once my plants get all stacked up, they do a lot of damage. I mean, he also got knocked into the turret there, and I had my dots on him, but you can see once you get your damage rolling as Gnaw, it can be pretty severe. And one of the other cool things about him is that you can buff his basic attack with 3 different ways that I use. I buff his attack speed. You can buff it twice. I believe it goes up to 30%, something like that. And you can buff his lifesteal as well. So he ends up becoming like a really strong pusher with all of his little plants, especially if you have it set up to farm the neutrals, so it's sending you health all the time. You can have his little ooze that you sploot on the ground, and that's constantly killing mobs as they walk over it. And then you have a really fast attack speed with lifesteal, so you can just hang in there and not have to worry about it. Right now, I don't believe I have the lifesteal, but you can still see he attacks pretty fast, and he can really run people down. The only thing he's missing now is like a slow, but then again, you can sploot out your little ooze and make it slow, so that's kind of cool too. You have a few options for customization on all of your characters. I haven't tested out a ton of them, but from the ones that I have tested so far, this guy's definitely my favorite. Just from his look to, you know, his little Zergling look to his like kind of varied abilities and his dots. But doing this is really fun. So once again, you know, I was hanging in there a pretty long time. Definitely want to go put my little plants back at the jungle and make sure I keep feeding myself some health orbs. But I don't know, this game's it's pretty neat. Like the graphic style is definitely kind of cartoony, I would say, but I really do like the cartoony kind of games. I mean, I don't play video games for like a gritty, like, hardcore experience. I play video games to have fun, and I feel like the cartoony aspect kind of adds to the like imaginative aspect of gaming, which is one of the things I really enjoy. So I don't know, for 99 cents, this game is definitely worth picking up. Then again, I'm not sure if it's gonna be 99 cents all summer on Steam, but it's a game to look out for. I mean, it is definitely a lot of fun, and it's definitely the kind of game that we can play together on stream or something. I don't know if a ton of people are going to be interested in this game on stream, but it seems like you can party up with 2 other players. It's from what I've seen, it's mostly 3-on-3. I'm not sure if it's only 3-on-3 for every map, but we'll have to find out. But even if it is, I mean, that's a fine game type right there. 3-on-3. Partner up with some people from the stream. I'm sure we can get some like we can probably fight against people from the stream too. So if you guys want to pick this up, go for it, because this is a game I can see playing on the stream. I mean, I'm gonna post this YouTube video for you guys. You guys let me know what you think, and if you guys feel like it's something that you might want to see on the stream, or you might want to see more of in general, please let me know, because it's been a fun game. Just always want to sort of make sure that I'm playing games that you guys, at least some of you, enjoy. I know that most everybody on the channel usually wants to see WoW, but there are some people on the YouTube channel, and even on the stream, who like to watch League, who like to watch Skyrim, and I want you guys to know that, like, I do take your opinions to heart, and even if I don't play the game that you love the most, I'm sorry. That's really just a matter of a time constraint. Wow, I almost jumped into the pit there. It's just a matter of a time constraint. Try to spend my time as effectively and efficiently as I can, but even then, I only have a couple hours to play games a day. Look at that guy. Oh, I think he's gonna get away, actually. But yeah, it took me a little while to understand, like, I mean, that's not very complicated, but how his poison thing works is that the amount of health bar that is reserved with like the kind of whitish, the sort of beige line, That's the poison part. It could have been purple. That wouldn't have been so bad, since it looks like a lot of his poison is purpley. But I mean, like, look at that. They're ticking down from like half of their health. And I saw that. Yeah, my health's kind of low here. I probably want to go and make sure I have my my farming set up. Yeah, looks like my plants had died. I think you can only have like 4. I don't think it's 4. I think it's like 5 plants at a time. And if you let them be alive for like 5 minutes, apparently they get really strong. So we'll see. But anyway, like you can do a talent where it makes your poison apply like more up front, like the dot application like takes a shorter period of time. So you still get that full dot damage. It's just in a shorter period of time. So it's a little more bursty. I might check that out. Maybe instead of attack speed, I would go for something like that, because if you just get one attack off, that's still pretty useful. And it's not like the poison stacks up or anything, so having more attack speed is still nice, but you don't necessarily, like, it doesn't stack up your poison, so you might just want to get a single harder dot bite, and then so you can, you know, bite them and then run if you have to. But against the mobs and stuff, I don't know, I feel like you just mow everything down. Obviously, if you can see from his health bar, one of his weaknesses is going to be he's kind of squishy. But he is really, really fast. And even though he doesn't have a double jump, he feels really maneuverable. I was playing like a normal battle against other real players, which you would expect to be a little bit better than the bots, and they were. But I still got in some really sticky situations, but was able to maneuver my way out of it, even though I had pretty low health. Although I'm pretty sure that in the talent menu, you can have a talent that buffs your health by like 12%. You can upgrade that 3 times, so if you felt like you needed to be tankier as this guy, you definitely could. And as you just play this game, if you want to partner up with other players, there are a lot of different sort of diverse skill sets that these different characters bring to the table. And like I said, I haven't played them all, I haven't seen them all, but I know there's one guy that was really powerful that I played against. He was a shield guy, and I could see him because I unlocked him early. I was like, wow, he's got a lot of heals and a lot of shields. This guy's gonna be a beast in like, you know, in terms of the actual game. It wasn't somebody that I necessarily wanted to play. He's a little bit more supporty than I generally prefer. But you see that? Look, I'm getting in this fight. I was pretty low, but since I had my plant set up in the neutral spawn, I just got sent like 2 solid health orbs that took me from about half health to nearly full, and that, you know, allowed me to stay in the fight, make sure I got that kill on that guy. So that's one aspect of this guy I think is really, really neat. So once I got that all set up, you know, once I got my got some kills, I decided to throw a few plants right at the sort of the top side of the enemy base. See, there we go. I actually went for the health over time. I got you, rather than the health pool, but whatever. That's kind of, it goes with the idea of just regenning through everything on this guy with my life steal and my my neutral spawn heals and whatnot. But anyway, this guy does seem like a pretty, like, he definitely does work well as an assassin. Like, he's really mobile, and he gets his dots up, and as long as you can hit people, like, you know, every couple of hits, keep your dots rolling, you're gonna do a lot of damage. And with a little bit of life steal and lots of attack speed, you can definitely just chase people down and not have to worry about, you know, losing a lot of health, even though you are squishy, because if you're doing the proxy strat, you're gonna be getting fed health orbs anyway. But he also does serve as like a really strong pusher for a lot of the same reasons. A lot of his attack speed, a lot of his sustain, and of course, you know, you only need 2 plants in the neutral spawn, which means that you have like 3 to work with. So you can establish a pretty strong, like, front line of either defense, something to fall back to, or like a really strong offensive sort of post where you can engage in a lot of intense battles. Like right here, these guys are they're pushing back, but my plants are still here. So, and we also have creep waves that are continually flowing in. So this guy tries to fight me here, but my plants are hitting him. I'm keeping my dots rolling on him. And even the little mobs that are just spawning and running through the map do a little bit of damage to him along the way. So I'm going to set up my little forward position here, and if they want to come fight me, then be my guest, because I've got experience flowing to me, I've got some currency flowing to me, I've got health orbs flowing. So you could see there when I placed that next plant, the one that I had for a long time kind of plopped down dead. So it does look like you can either have 4 or 5, but still, you know, like I said, you only need 2, and that's if you're even going to do the proxy strategy. You might want to set all 5 plants on like a specific area of attack. And I like that sort of that diversity that this guy has. He has a lot of upfront damage, a lot of dots, and even some kind of neat mechanics in terms of like the plants, like setting up turrets. I always like that sort of passive strength that like a turret-based character brings to the table. But a lot of times, if you use turrets heavily, the character itself ends up being kind of weak. But in this case, like, it's a lot of what I enjoy about, you know, a game like this, is that you have a fast character who has dot damage, lifesteal, but also can incorporate, you know, some proxy farming or setting up offensive or defensive posts for pushing turrets and stuff. So yeah, Awesomenauts has been a pretty fun game to play today, and of course, even though I wasn't streaming, if I'm gonna be playing video games, I still want to share my experience with you. So, oh my gosh, look at all these guys. They're getting dragged into my plants here. But anyway, like I said, I still wanted to share my experience with you. So this is a neat little game, and I definitely enjoyed it. So if you guys want to check it out, see if it's still on sale on Steam, and if it's not, it was only like, I feel like it was 99 cents, but it was 90% off. So I think it's like 10 bucks. So I don't know, it's worth a look. And this is definitely the kind of game, like I said earlier, this is definitely the kind of game that I could see myself playing with you guys. Gaming in general is always more fun with friends, and especially kind of like a lolsy little brawler like this game. Like you can there's not like it's not like a bloodbath, as you can see. Like I got 8 kills this game. Like, spoiler alert, ended up with 8 kills this game, but there are some people, I mean, I'm sure that if you get like a proper setup, you can like kill a ton of people. But one of the things about it is that, you know, you can definitely get away effectively. It's a platformer, right? So it's not like a traditional MOBA where it's a click to move kind of thing. Is you are controlling it with a WASD. I mean, I use QWES, but you get the idea. You know, it's a 2D platforming MOBA-esque kind of brawler arena thing, and it's a creative idea. I like the MOBA style. And like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, like I used to play just on like sites like Congregate. I used to play these little arena games like this, even if they're just like stick figures. I think I played this one game that was called like the Dark Portal or something. I don't remember what it's called, but it was awesome. But you had to grind for like a long time to buy new weapons, but it was really fun because you have to set up your shots, you know, play a little bit of mind games, people. It was fun, and this sort of reminds me of that style. Although in this game, the projectiles are pretty slow, and there's not like a lot of long-range characters. Now, at first, like, I thought melee characters would be awful, and there is one guy that's like, I don't know, you saw him just a second ago. He's like a little frog with a sword. He seems cool, but like that particular kit, I don't know, melee just doesn't seem to be like awesome in this game. But then again, this is definitely the kind of game where I can see people practicing, getting good at a character, and making it look really powerful. And just because I only played the guy once, I'm like, okay, this isn't my favorite dude. Doesn't mean he's not good. So, if you guys want to play the little ninja frog, you go for it. I can see a lot of people enjoying a character like that. But for me, just like that, just running people down with the dots and the lifesteal and attack speed. And if I had my little goop on them, it's even better. And then I can D up and, you know, use some little mobile plant turrets to try to protect my creeps and get a good push going. So, no, this guy's my favorite so far. But like I said, if you want to see more of this game, I'd be happy to show you some more of the heroes. I mean, there are a lot of like funny and creative little DIs. I feel like some of them are definitely like weaker than others. But then again, like I said, I might just not be playing them properly. So here's the situation. I'm fairly confident I don't have my little proxy set up, so this is a little bit scary. But you can see, you know, if you platform effectively, then you can definitely make your escapes. If you don't feel like fighting, then you can probably get away from people in this game. There are slows, there are some CCs and whatnot, but it seems for the most part that if you can platform effectively, you can get out of situations that you don't want to be in. And that, like I said, that was even the case when I was fighting, you know, in just a normal battle against other players. And that was even with like there's one character, he seemed crazy strong. He had like a tether, so he would like latch you to the wall. And so even when I was tethered, like I was just jumping all over the place, dodging their attacks, dodging the projectiles and everything, and it worked out okay. So it seems like it's like a cartoony, almost like kind of like Saturday morning cartoon graphics, but that's a graphic style that I enjoy. I think it fits the overall like feel, overall humor of the game, but it's definitely engaging gameplay. So if you guys are like me and you're always combing through the Steam sales, see what kind of fun games you guys can get for cheap, so you can sort of take this one from me. This one's a good one to get. I'll keep an eye on the Steam sale, and if I find other games that I thought were really, really neat, I'll probably share them with you as well. I also picked up a game that you guys may have heard of. It's called Risk of Rain. I haven't played that one a ton yet. I mainly just wanted to give this one a try, and ended up really, really liking it, so I played it for a little while, and then, of course, I wanted to make a video about it to share it with you guys, because that's what I do. If I think something's cool or fun, then definitely want to share that experience with you guys. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this Awesomenauts video, please be sure to let me know in the likes and in the comments. And if you didn't enjoy this video, you know, no worries. Thanks for watching. Plenty more of the content you enjoy coming soon, I hope. So, once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!